Folks, guitar box, look. It's always great to see, isn't it? Hang on, we might want to throw a bit of light on, mightn't we? Hang on. Not any better. It's probably not, you know. Should we give it a go anyway? Now, unlike a lot of people who unbox a guitar and then rebox it so they can unbox it for you, we're actually going to open this. My kids are telling me, oh, you'd want to be doing them ones now where you get a camera above you. Life's too short, lads. Okay, so the story behind this is that I have a shoulder injury. I tore my rotator cuff, right? And some of the gigs, I gig live for a living, and some of the gigs are starting to, I'll be getting sore, you know what I mean? So here's your big box, you get all this crap. Spray that black, it's from the Alien set, innit? Alright, let's get this other box out. Let me get this one out of the way, just some other, there are bits and pieces in there. I don't know what that is. I do, it's a stool. That was my other thing. Okay, so see when you see this on anything, Yamaha, it's usually good, right? So, the Yamaha Storia is what I ordered. Now, the reason I ordered it was getting hard to get. I tried to get it from all the local guitar shops because it's always my first port of call. I always shop local. And I couldn't get it. They didn't have it. I'll order in for you. How long will it be? A few weeks. Yeah, no. So I had a voucher and I used it. Now, the Story is smaller than most of the normal guitars, but not as small. You see, they're small and they're small, right? So actually what we're talking about, you see if I do that, it's fucking sore, right? What we're talking about is scale length, okay? So this is just a little bit shorter. Whereas I did actually buy a parlour guitar. What happened was I brought my son into Dublin City Centre and I went to buy the electrified version of this particular guitar, which we're going to use your knife and you cut these little fellas here. Look, I'll show you. Yeah. So it's always held on by 4 lads. You put a knife in there and you go pop. Right? And you don't bring a knife up to your face like I am, like an idiot. So I brought them in and turns out they were sold out of the electrified version, this parlour guitar I was looking at. But the parlour guitar is still 25.5 inches long. The scale is still the same. This is slightly shorter. I think this is 24 or something, whatever 630 millimeters is. Now, so I started looking around, couldn't get one, and when I was looking online, it was hard. There's 3 colours. There's a spruce top one which is painted white, like kind of whitewashed white, you know, like the people who paint vintage bicycles with emulsion, cycle them into busy European cities with a loaf of bread sticking out. Not them ones. That was spruce. That didn't appeal to me, and the inside of that was painted blue. I thought it was very pretty, but maybe a bit, you know, I wanted mahogany because I like mahogany top guitars and I don't have them. So the Storia 2, sorry Mr. Microphone, the Storia 2 is the same idea, but it's all raw, you know what I mean? It's not varnished like as such, and it's all mahogany. This is a weird angle, isn't it? I think I'd fucking sit down here. Anyway, that's no use. Right, now normally you get a bit of an elastic band around the top of that, don't you? So I went for the 3, and the reason I went for the 3 is all I could get. The other 2 I couldn't get anywhere. But Yamaha. Oh my. Right, so straight away, that is pretty. Flip her over. In on that now. So what you have here is laminated back inside. That's a solid top. You've open gear machine heads, which are kind of pretty, aren't they? Mahogany neck. No, oh, look at the brass bridge pins, man. Look at that. Okay, so. Actually, I can tell you out of the box, this is pretty close. nook could come down a little bit and the bridge could come down a little bit. But I think they do that for people's playing preferences, don't they? So let's see what she sounds like. I'm going to sit down and move the camera, okay? And I hope this is in tune. I'll give it a go. So we'll go with my pick of choice. And we'll move the camera down. Hello, camera. Okay. Down a little bit, couldn't it? There we go. That's really pretty. There's binding on the headstock. Okay, I don't know, can you see that? Very grainy, isn't it? I don't know why it's like that. The top is just stunning. It is this kind of chocolate brown, and the inside is very hard to see. There you go. It's all that velvety red inside. It's like a chocolate cake. What do they call that? Black Forest Gatto. It's like the old joke of the Irish guy, I'm Irish, goes into a shop and he asks for a Black Forest Gatex, and the baker starts laughing at him. The man says, "What are you laughing at?" "It's a Black Forest Gatto." Sorry. He says, would you like a boxer?" He says, "I don't give a bollo." What I would say about it, first impressions, is it's not like a short scale bass where you know you have something that's shorter. You can feel straight away. It's just comfortable. Like if I handed this to someone, they're not going to go, "Oh, it's a short scale." God, I tell you what, I really like it, man. I'm looking for me capo, which is missing. There it is. Let's move the mic down a bit. Hang on. You're getting it all in real time here, lads. No editing. I'll have to... Right, so this thing was $359, okay? Which is for nothing. This capo isn't brilliant, but should we see? Oh, wow. I always love what a capo does up high. Right, it needs a proper tune. Ourselves will be back with Dog is coming back from the groomers now. So I'm not sure what that. Walnut is the fingerboard. I think I must look it up. And it does have a pickup in it now. It has this SRT pickup. Oh, here's a tuner, which is this passive pickup that Yamaha have, and I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised by it. Right, the tuners feel absolutely stunning. The tuners feel amazing. It's light is the other thing. Wow. Stunning. My son Alex, who's a musician in Hamburg, he's into these Sheeran guitars, you know, and he prefers when a guitar is not varnished. But I really like a varnished guitar. So my first impressions are this is just stunningly built. There's no sharp fret ends. Maybe there's a couple up here, one or two. You got a black binding. Don't know what that is. The mahogany is weird in person. It's got this kind of a violet hue to it, but the wood itself is gorgeous. You've got a beautiful scarf joint up here. Haven't checked the case for stuff, and we got to check the pickup, but that top is absolutely beautiful. It's really popping. It's covered in dust, this thing, so obviously they make them keep them up, don't they? Bridge could use a little bit of lemon oil. The fingerboard is definitely going to get some lemon oil, but this is just like for 350 quid with a pickup, and a pickup you never have to put a battery in, right? Baby, now that I found you, I won't let you go. I build my world around you and need you so. Baby, even though you don't need me now. They're gorgeous. Well, Yamaha, again you failed to disappoint. Right, what I would say is even the size of it is really manageable. It's still kind of full-sized looking. This is my problem with the parlour guitar. When you're a little guy like me, if you come out of a parlour guitar, you're kind of nearly saying, look how little I am. You know what I mean? And you go out with a jumbo, you're saying, look how little I am. And I got this kind of thing, I got to manage any guitar that I'm playing as well. Wow. I wish I could be more articulate in these things, but I wanted to give you the most real unboxing. It is going to get a setup. I am going to lower the action a little bit. I'll let the neck settle a bit, and but just so you get a quick look. Look at that, man. Look at the way that. Hey, look, there I am on the screen. Look at the way the grain is popping. Do you see that? And it's very hard to get. There you can just see that velvety red velvet inside. There's your headstock. You spin it over. There are the gold tuners. These feel gorgeous actually, because this isn't as thin as you see on some of these gold tuners. You see a little, they have a little indent, some of them. These are kind of nice and substantial. Neck is beautiful. Binding is beautiful. The finish is just absolutely drop dead. There's your M pin jack. I'll probably get a copyright strike for that. It needs a dick for that sort of thing. Anyway, yeah, I won't bore you any further. Stunning instrument, absolutely beautiful. In every nowhere town, there are somewhere dreams. I'm noticing as well, these fret markers are gorgeous. Look at the 12th. That's beautiful. And you get these, and they're kind of mother of pearly. Well, yeah, you get these little roundy. Can you see them? Stunning. And it's so light. You see, I've a couple, all these Yamaha guitars, most of them are solid, and the solid ones tend to be heavier. This is a joy. I must weigh it actually. I'll put it in the description what it weighs. But yeah. So my fear for these is because because it's so oddball, and all the guitar shops around in Ireland, nobody had one. And my fear for that is, well, they're going to stop making them. This oddball little model they make for a couple of years and stop. Ever and ever. Yamaha Storia, lads. Really, like, I'm so thrilled with this. It's now, I do prefer the sound of all solid guitars. This is going to be gigging with me. Essentially, this is what I want it for, because just to take that extra stretch off, because that's where your rotator cuff, that's where I hurt you. And I should be doing physio now, I don't know. Anyway, thank you for sitting through my rambling introduction to this thing. I'm delighted, absolutely thrilled with it. Yamaha, you know. If the gloss finish isn't your thing, go with the natural finish. But do pick one up if you have a couple of bob knocking around, because, like I say to you, I can't see them doing these things forever. I just can't. Like, they're not a huge success where they're in the main Yamaha dealers and places. And for 350 quid, you see, look how narrow that bit is. That's beautiful. But it's not like a parlour. I have a parlour actually, which I'll be doing early on. That's just gorgeous. So my fear is that they stop doing them, and then the usual will happen where they, oh, do you remember these? And the price will, like, for. So I think they're 635 mils as opposed to 655 or 650 length millimeters. Yeah. You know what? I nearly forgot to plug it in. Let's plug it in and we see how we get on with the sounds of it. Right, so I'm going to turn on the mic and I'll just give you a quick listen. Now, I haven't EQ'd or anything. Right. Yeah. Obviously, that's the money shot in the mic, and so let's EQ it and see. Hang on. This needs a bit of bass and treble, I'd say. Hang on. Alrighty. Yeah, there it is. Yamaha Storia. Put a reverb on, hang on. Like that. Got it? Yeah. Lads, 350 notes, seriously. Yamaha Storia, get yourself one.